Hello folks, welcome to Heartstop Tour, a game about getting fired from your job, and now we're going to a cafe. Yeah, that's the game description. What is your name? I'm just gonna type in Wilson. What are your pronouns? What? Wait, what? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 choices. What if I pick the first one? What? I can't click on this? Him. I sit down in the farthest corner of the train station where the tiled walls are a little too close and the noise of the crowd sounds pleasantly distant. It's already noon and I'm eating what I will loosely describe as breakfast. A cold egg salad sandwich from the convenience store downstairs, bought 4 hours late and 2 days past the concept of dignity. The bread is soggy, the lettuce is giving up, the egg tastes like depression. Aww. I chew slowly, contemplating the slow and delicious fall of my life into total chaos. So this is what being unemployed feels like. Yeah, I know how that feels too, man. Still wearing the tacky suit I've worn to work too many times in a row. The collar is fraying, there's a faint stain on the sleeve that may or may not be soy sauce. My ID card still hangs from my neck like a cruel joke. It clacks gently against my chest when I sigh. I quit, actually quit. I can still hear it, my boss's smug voice, the casual cruelty in his tone, and the exact moment my final brain cell self-destructed. Flashback! 2 hours ago. Boss. Poof. That happy Kuma bear mascot you like, it looks so deformed. Honestly, it's a wonder kids aren't scared of it. I'm quitting this job. End flashback. Dramatic? Yes. Justified? Also yes. You can insult my work ethic, but you can underpay me. You can even make me work weekends, but do not slander the pure, comforting joy of Comfort Kuma. A round pink miracle of marketing who got me through middle school heartbreak and chronic loneliness. I will die on this hill. Wow, somebody's really passionate. And look at the UI. Look at the UI of this option screen, man. It's so beautiful. Colorful. I take another angry bite of the sandwich, still seething in solidarity with the bear, when I feel a soft tap on the back of my neck. Not the arm, not the shoulder, the neck. I flinch, nearly choke on a piece of egg, and twist around. Yeah? What do you want? Behind me stands a man, tall, weirdly glowing in the harsh station lighting. He looks like a rich man trying to cosplay as a backpacker. There's an expensive-looking camera slung around his neck and a rolling suitcase by his side, barely touching the floor. He looks relieved to see me. I feel immediate danger.
Sorry to bother you. Are you the tour guide?
There's actually voice acting. Let me just There's actually voice acting. Let me just lower the music a little. Sorry to bother you. Are you the tour guide? Silence. I blink. He smiles, all teeth and sincerity like a golden retriever with a platinum Amex card. And because my day is already ruined, because my ID badge says City Promotions Guest Services from a job I technically still have until they revoke the building pass, and because I am very unemployed now. Are you a tour guide? Oh crap. I have to. Oh man. Can I save? Oh. No. What if I say no? You match the picture I found online. Sort of, maybe. Sorry, I'm really bad with faces. Are you sure you want to? Okay, title means go back. I should save here. Can I go back? Is there an option to, go back? Yeah, not me. Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. He gives me a sheepish bow and stumbles backward, nearly knocking into a recycling bin. The bin wins. Have a good day. Yes, you too. Goodbye. Now let me eat my sandwich in peace. And then he's gone, just like my job, my last paycheck, and my sanity. I sigh, brushing crumbs off my blazer. I've been unemployed for 1 week and I'm already talking to strangers for entertainment. I should go to the cafe. There's no use in me being here anymore. I want to see hotter guys, drink a nice cup of coffee, meet my favorite mascot, have free therapy sessions with underpaid employees. See hotter guys? Are we gay? Am I gay now? I'm not gay. And since this guy mentioned he likes to meet the mascot bear, we go there. The cafe is quiet today. The usual hum of chatter and background music is replaced with something softer, slower. The Comfort Kuma theme, but acoustic, weirdly soothing. I stir my drink aimlessly, eyes fixed on the cartoonishly large paw print cookie on the plate in front of me. A shadow passes by the window. I look up and there he is, Comfort Kuma, the big bear. It's the big bear himself, in full suit, head and all, waving at passers-by like he's made of joy and foam. Then he spots me. He stops midway, tilts his head in that exaggerated mascot way, and waddles up to the window. Slowly, carefully, he taps the glass. I blink. He points at me. Then with both paws he mimics chewing and holds an invisible spoon, then gives a dramatic thumbs up. Oh, I know, right? Cookie's a little stale today. He nods, then gently pats his own chest and gives me 2 thumbs up again. I wave at him, a little awkwardly. He gives one last enthusiastic nod before waddling off down the sidewalk again, arms swinging. June appears beside me like a tired ghost. You two bonding now? What? No, I mean he's just out there doing his bear thing. He wipes down the counter, not looking at me. I look back at the window. Kuma's still outside, high-fiving a kid and tripping over a flower pot. The kid laughs, so does Kuma. And despite myself, I smile a little. He's kinda cute. He's paid to be. I nudge the cookie closer to the edge of the plate. Still, he cheers me up. That's the job. But it feels like more than that. Because today I felt like a deflated balloon in a room full of sharp objects, and somehow a pink bear in the middle of the street made it a little easier to breathe. I pressed my fingers to the glass, watching him stumble after a flying balloon. It got late and I decided to go home. My apartment is small, slightly cluttered, and smells faintly of instant noodles and old office supplies. The suit jacket I wore to my old job is draped over the back of a chair, still wrinkled from sitting on the train station bench too long. I kicked off my shoes, tossed my bag onto the couch, and collapsed face first into a sea of slightly mismatched cushions. Everything hurts, my legs, my back, my ego. I roll onto my side, grabbing my phone off the coffee table. I scroll through social media without seeing anything. I pause on a blurry photo of Comfort Kuma dancing at the cafe. I zoom in. It's me in the background, mid-bite, crumbs in the air. Perfect. I toss the phone aside. I got fake motivated by a mascot bear, and now my only hobby is aggressively bonding with a person in a pink suit. My stomach grumbles. I forgot to eat dinner. I shuffle into the kitchen. There's one sad cup noodle left in the cupboard. I boil water while staring at the fridge, where an old magnet holds up a crayon drawing from my childhood. A smiling pink bear, big bow, star eyes. Where? Is it this one? Guess I'll go to the cafe again tomorrow. The bell over the door jingles again. June doesn't even glance up from behind the counter. Welcome back, career crisis. You're not even gonna pretend I'm a new customer. You've had the same I quit my job over a cartoon bear vibe for 5 days. Not exactly subtle. It was a justified resignation. Sure it was. I slide into my regular seat and pull out a notebook I haven't written in for 3 years. I mostly doodle a sad little bear, a sandwich, a speech bubble that says, "Send help." The door jingles again. Comfort Kuma waddles in. Not the cardboard cutout, the real one. Pink, fluffy, smiling forever. He makes a beeline for me. Kuma stops beside my table and reaches into a bag slung across his fuzzy shoulder. He pulls out a handwritten card. On it, "Hang in there, you're doing your very best." Haha. That's actually funny and inspiring. Very best. Nice. Very creative. I blink up at him. Kuma nods solemnly, then pulls out a second card. Smile today, you deserve it. And a third. Life is rough, but you're tougher. Are you handing out motivational quotes now? Kuma gives a double thumbs up, then gently places a paw on my head and gives a reassuring pat. This is making me feel better. The absurdity of it all made me laugh, a small surprised noise I didn't expect from myself. Kuma starts doing a tiny dance, awkward choppy moves with stubby arms flying. People in the cafe clap. Someone takes a photo. June deadpans behind the counter. Congratulations, you've bonded with a sentient marketing strategy. I like him. June raises a brow. You're aware he's a grown man in the costume, right? Before I can respond, crash. The sound of a loud horn, screaming. Glass shatters outside. We all jump. Kuma spins towards the door. The music cuts out. That sounded like the parade. Kuma bursts into action, running for the entrance, but trips over a display. Muffled thud. His head hits the floor. Uh-oh. Ah. So he's dead. Kaput. His mascot head. It rolls. Literally rolls off. Yep, he's dead. The bear's dead! No! Gasps erupts from the tables around me, and that's when I see him. What? That's a woman. That's a girl. Yes. That means I picked the right decision. I made the right decision for rejecting that tourist guy. Look, it's a woman. See? I'm straight. Please wait for future updates for this route. Hey, wait, what? What, the end? Thanks for playing. Wait, so the game is not finished. So that was the end. Aw. Okay, then. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the beginning and pick the other choice. Okay, we're back here. Are you a tour guide? Yes. The word hangs in the air, soft and dangerous. Yes. The man beams like I just handed him a winning lottery ticket. The kind of smile that could be weaponized in a romance drama. He immediately crouches beside me, setting his suitcase upright like we're old travel buddies on the break. I stare at him, already mentally rewriting my entire moral code.
Oh, thank God. I thought I messed up the meeting point. I've been wandering around for like 40 minutes. I was 2 seconds away from crying into my map app.
You have an app? So how the hell why do you need a tour guide when you got an app on the phone that tells you where to go and all that? He pulls out his phone and shows me a vaguely official looking receipt. Some freelance booking app. The listing title reads Intimate Local Walking Tour, Hidden Gems of the City. The company names is just Urban Vibes Experience. I don't even know what that means.
You're not gonna believe how many people I asked before you. Everyone just walked away, glared. Oh, and one old man even threw a fish cake at me.
Okay. Honestly, you might have deserved that.
I probably did. I don't even know how to ask for directions in this language. I learned how to say toilet and help, and that's about it.
Yay. Useful combo.
You'd be surprised how often they go together.
He laughs. It's way too charming. My conscience pokes at me loudly, but before it can ruin my life further, he extends a hand towards me.
I'm Julien, by the way, from France. First time here. Possibly about to die of excitement and or heat stroke.
You're from France. What up, baguette? Baguette. Croissant. Croissant. I hesitate, then shake his hand. Wilson.
I love that. It sounds cool. Mysterious. Like someone who's seen things.
Wilson sounds cool, mysterious, and someone who's seen things. Like what? That's probably the most innocent sounding name, I think. The world outside is cruel. I have eyes. Traveling is fun. Traveling is fun.
Already better than any guide I could have asked for.
Glad to hear it. He says it with the same blinding sincerity, like he genuinely believes it. Like I haven't been faking this job for exactly 1 minute 32 seconds. How many days are you staying here again? He tilts his head like he didn't know himself. He mumbles under his breath. 1 million? What did you say?
4 days.
I mean 4 days. You're staying here? He said 1 million. He's staying here for 1 million? What? Julian leans back, sipping from a water bottle shaped like a bear.
So, where are we headed first?
Let's head to Tokyo. We're in Japan, right? It looks like Japan. The art style is even Japan. I pause, because I don't have a plan. Because I was supposed to go home, eat expired pudding, and cry in a shower today. But now there's a tourist with trust issues and too much money looking at me like I'm the keeper of ancient city wisdom. I hesitate, acutely aware of my wrinkled suit and the way my old company ID still dangles from my neck like a noose. The shopping district is the obvious answer. It's close, crowded enough to blend in, and most importantly, air-conditioned. But the thought of weaving through tourists under the sweltering sun makes my already damp collar feel tighter. Go home and give up? Nah, we're already in it. We're already committed to the role. Let's commit all the way. Shopping district, baby. Julian perks up before I even finish speaking, his eyes lighting up like I've just suggested we raid a treasure vault.
Shopping?
Shopping.
Perfect. I need souvenirs, like a concerning amount of souvenirs.
Souvenirs. He needs souvenirs. He gestures to his suitcase, which, now that I look closer, is suspiciously big for someone just here for a 4-day visit. He packed all that.
No, they're not all full. This one's just for emergency purchases.
Cool. Emergency purchases?
What if I see a really cool hat, or a ceramic frog, or what if there's a limited edition Comfort Kuma collab item?
Even his camera is Kuma. Like, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a Kuma word on the camera. My soul leaves my body. You did not just say that.
I did, and I stand by it. That bear is a cultural icon.
Does your camera happen to be sponsored by him too? Get on the train then.
Aye aye, sir.
Aye aye, sir. Right, what's this? The shopping district is a mess of neon signs, overpriced boutiques, and street vendors aggressively waving fans at passerby. Julian walks like a man who's never encountered personal space, weaving through the crowd with the grace of a golden retriever in a china shop.
So, what's the strategy here? Do we go left, right, or straight into that store that smells like caramel?
We go to the shopping district, like we said. You're the one who wanted souvenirs.
Yeah, but you're the expert.
Yeah, I'm the expert, so follow me. I am in fact not an expert, but Julian looks at me like I hold the secrets of the universe. So I point at the closest thing that won't immediately bankrupt him. A cramped little shop with shelves overflowing with trinkets. They're cheap, chaotic, and they definitely sell frog ceramics. Julian makes a noise of pure delight and beelines for it. Inside, he picks up every third item he sees, holding them up for my approval like I'm his personal shopping consultant. He holds a tiny cat statue up. Thoughts. It's ugly. Sold. He adds it to his growing pile. A minute later, he shoves a keychain in my face, a pink blob that might be Comfort Kuma after a tragic laundry accident.
Hey look, it's your emotional support bear.
Yes it is. How did you know?
It's plastered all over your back.
It's plastered all over your bag. He grinned and waved the pink blob more eccentrically. That's not even the right shape.
It's abstract. Art.
Thanks. It's a crime. He buys it anyways. By the time we leave, Julian's emergency suitcase is significantly heavier and he's wearing a new hat. A wide brim straw thing that makes him look like a vacationing aristocrat. He proudly adjusted his hat in front of me.
How do I look?
You look the same. There is literally no change. Like you're about to get scammed.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. He grins, completely unbothered, and I realize with horror that I'm getting used to him. You're gonna regret that hat when the wind picks up. You're ridiculous, it kinda suits you. It kinda suits you.
Maybe I'll keep it then.
Gotta compliment him, even if it's lying, because we need that paycheck as a tour guide. The sun dips lower, casting the street in gold, and for the first time today, I don't feel like a failed office drone. I feel like a tour guide, a fake one, but still. The shopping district hums with late afternoon energy, street performers, clattering drums, the sizzle of takoyaki stalls. Sizzle of takoyaki stalls. Right, that confirms it, we're in Japan. And the occasional thunk of a vending machine dispensing drinks. Julian stops dead in his tracks in front of a gachapon machine. Oh no. Inside the machine are rows of tiny pastel-colored capsules, each promising a mystery figurine. A sign taped to the glass reads, "Limited edition Comfort Kuma collab, collect all 6. Don't. It was useless. He's already digging his pockets for coins.
Have to.
Uh-oh. It's a scam. You get 6 of the same ugly one.
I'm willing to take.
Alright, go ahead. Not like I care. He solemnly inserts the money. The machine whirls, a capsule drops. Julian cracks it open like it's a sacred artifact. Inside is a microscopic Comfort Kuma dressed as a shrimp.
Magnificent.
Glad. I'm happy for you. That's the worst one.
Why it's perfect.
Huh. Well, this guy is very optimistic. He immediately feeds the machine again. By the 5th attempt, Julian has acquired Shrimp Kuma, Shrimp Kuma, Shrimp Kuma, a slightly different Shrimp Kuma, a normal Kuma.
I think the universe is telling me something.
Yeah, what is it? To stop?
To open a shrimp restaurant.
To open a shrimp restaurant. Okay. He looks so genuinely contemplative that I almost believe him. Let's get food. Let's get food before you. Let's get
You're a
food.
Genius. I'm starving. Lead the way, oh wise guide.
I will. Right after you pay me. Okay, what's this? The cafe isn't just wood panel, it's a shrine to Comfort Kuma. Pink plushies line every shelf. Kuma-shaped mugs dangle from hooks behind the counter. Even the sugar packets have tiny bear faces printed on them, judging you with their blank beady eyes. A life-size Kuma statue stands guard by the door, one paw outstretched like it's about to bless your poor life choices. Behind the counter, Jun, a man in his late 20s with the energy of a deflating balloon, wipes down an espresso machine with the enthusiasm of someone contemplating arson. His apron reads, "I love Kuma," joking, in peeling letters. "Oh, it's you. Missed me?" Like a toothache. Julian, meanwhile, looks like he just stepped into heaven.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Cool. He sits in one of the chairs in the corner, ushering me to come along.
This is the life. No schedules, no meetings, just vibes.
Okay. I've known you for only a day, but I wonder if you ever worked a day in your life.
Hey, I've worked. I interned at my dad's company for, like, I don't know, a week. It was terrible. Everyone kept calling me sir and I had to wear loafers. Ugh.
You interned for a week? That ain't work. He shudders. I sip my coffee. Leaning in, he looks at me curiously.
What about you? How long have you been a tour guide?
I've been a tour guide for as old as you, boy. Not long. Nods.
You're a natural.
Thanks. He doesn't press further, just stirs his iced coffee with a straw.
So, what was the old job?
Old job? Okay, what was it? Corporate hell. He raised his
To
cup.
freedom then.
To freedom then.
Wait, I cafe owner guy is calling me.
Right. He leaves the table. Julian returns to the table, cradling a limited edition Kuma parfait like it's the holy grail. It has 2 mini
Now
umbrellas.
this is the peak of human innovation.
Can I see it at least? That'll be 1800 yen. Can I at least see what the parfait looks like? Like the design? Like how is it shaped and all that?
Worth it.
As he digs in, June sidles up to you, arms crossed. So, you quit your job over some bear I manage daily, and now you're babysitting a rich idiot? It's a tour guide gig. You're not a tour guide. I am today. June stares at you, then at Julian, who's now attempting to balance a spoon on his nose. You're both hopeless. He leaves a bit of silence
Okay,
then.
but real question. If you could be anything right now, no limits, what would it be?
If I could be anything. If I could be anything. Nap? Nah, something that doesn't involve customers. Traveling? His eyes lit up.
There too.
Anywhere. Just away. Julian looks at me like I've just handed him a puzzle piece he's been missing.
Me too.
Okay, glad we're on the same page. For a second, the cafe noise fades, then he leans back, grinning again.
If you ever need a partner in crime for impulsive life decisions.
I'll keep you in mind. He smiles, and for once, it's not blinding, just warm. I was quite charmed until I realized he's poking at the whipped cream on his drink with childlike fascination, completely absorbed in trying to balance a sugar packet on top of it. It topples. He gasps like it's a personal betrayal.
This is rigged.
It's physics.
No, I had it.
The sugar packet slides off. He groans, slumping dramatically against the
My
table.
greatest defeat.
I steal the packet before he can attempt a third time. He pouts. How are you this easily entertained?
Oh, this is nothing. Once I spent 3 hours trying to teach myself to flip a pancake in the air. 3 hours later, my kitchen looks like a battlefield.
Okay, I get it. You have ADHD. Did you succeed?
No, but I did invent pancake soup.
Pancake soup. Is that even a thing? Pancake soup. I choke on my coffee. I need photographic evidence.
Oh, I have a video.
Oh, let's see it. He leans in, suddenly
Okay,
serious.
real talk. Do you think pigeons know they're pigeons?
I don't think so. I don't think they do. What?
Like, do they look at themselves and go, "Ah, yes, I am a pigeon"? Or do they just vibe and assume they're like weirdly small chickens?
No. I think all they're thinking about is food. Trying to eat. I roll my eyes, but... Wait, where are you staying? Julian freezes mid-sip. He pulls out his phone and swipes to a booking confirmation and slides it across the table. I squint at the screen. Luxury Sky View Suite. This address is in the middle of a parking lot.
Yes, I learned this after I paid.
You learned this after I paid. Oh, so you're sleeping at the parking lot. Nice. He suddenly whispers.
Do not make me say it.
Julian? He covers his face in shame.
Enough that I could have bought the actual sky.
Enough that I could have bought the actual sky. I stare. He peeks through his fingers.
So, hypothetically, if a guy, very cool, very charming guy, needed a place to crash for like one night.
Enough to buy the actual sky. What, you spend millions on a parking lot? Is that what he's saying? No?
I'll sleep on the floor. I'll cook.
You don't look like you can cook.
I can attempt to cook. It's the thought that counts.
Stranger in your... You know what? For the sake of... I'm actually curious. What's gonna go... I get a feeling that if I pick absolutely not, it's just gonna end the story, right? He walks out, boom. Ending 1. Story over. We'll just put one night.
You're a saint. A legend.
Normally, I wouldn't allow a stranger into my home, but you know, for the sake of not ending the story right there. I'll just pick yes, you can stay
Oh,
for one night. He exhales, slumping in relief.
seriously, I owe you.
You're welcome. You owe me silence on the walk home.
Done.
June glances up, sees us, his eye twitches. No, you're still here.
Yes.
Yes. June exhales through his nose, long suffering before turning back to the machine. How are you still here?
We leave.
Yeah, why? What's wrong? Should we leave? What's wrong? Leave then. Let's go back to our place, to my place. Julien lasts approximately 12 seconds before pointing at the street vendor and whispering, "Is that a mochi the size of a toddler?" The sun dips low, painting the streets in warm gold as Julien and I leave the cafe. The air smells like street food and fading summer. The kind of evening that makes even the cracked pavement look poetic. Julien walks just a little too close, his sleeve brushing mine as he points at every little thing like it's the most fascinating discovery of his life.
Oh, look at that.
Look at what? I follow his gaze to a tiny wrinkly dog wearing a sweater. It's a dog. He looks delighted.
It's fashionable.
Thanks. He pulls out his camera. Even when did he even have time to grab it? And crouches down, snapping a photo before the dog's owner whisks it away.
Perfect.
Perfect. I catch a glimpse. It's not just the dog, it's the moment. The golden light, the stray leaves caught mid-fall, the blur of the city behind it. You're weirdly good at that.
Hidden talents.
His knee is now definitely covered in sidewalk dust. I don't mention it. You have many hidden talents, okay? Name 3. Show me another one.
Watch this.
Right, what are you gonna do? He steps just into my space and plucks a leaf from my hair. One I didn't even know that was there. I blinked, stunned by the nearness, the ease in his voice. How long had that been there? And more importantly, how long had he noticed? My scalp tingles where his fingers brush past, and I try not to imagine what I must look like, sitting here like a fool with autumn stuck in my hair. But there is a strange kind of softness in his eyes, like he doesn't mind.
Ta-da!
What? Or here, back in my place. My apartment is well lived in, a little messy, very me. Julien steps inside like he's entering a museum, eyes wide. His eyes land on the laundry.
Cozy.
It's a mess.
Welcoming mess.
A welcoming mess. He sets his eyes, suspiciously heavy suitcase with a thunk, and immediately beelines for my bookshelf, running a finger along the spines. I toss a spare blanket and pillow at Julien, who catches them with the grace of a man who has definitely never made a bed in his life. Floor's yours, don't complain.
Luxury flooring. 5-star experience.
If he's that rich, right, why don't he just, book a hotel? Like, I'm on the spot. He flops down dramatically, rolling himself into a burrito of blankets. I turn off the lights. Silence. Then...
Hey,
Yes. No.
but what if I...
Sleep.
Good night.
Good night, Julien. I don't answer, but for some reason the room feels a little less empty. A hand shakes my shoulder.
Rise and shine.
I lurch upright, disoriented, and squint at the human-shaped ray of sunshine looming over me. Julien is already dressed, hair slightly damp, smelling like my cheap citrus body wash. What?
Morning walk. The city's magical at sunrise. I checked.
Oh, nice. It's dark.
Exactly. No crowds. Just us and the pigeons. And maybe that one guy who always jogs at ungodly hours.
Okay. I glare, he beams. I hate you.
Noted. Now take a shower. Adventure awaits.
Okay, let's go then. Let's go entertain this French guy while we're unemployed. And maybe get a fat paycheck. The shower did little to wash away my exhaustion, but the crisp morning air helped. The city is still half asleep, street lights glowing like tired eyes. The occasional delivery truck rumbling past. Julian walks ahead, hands shoved into the pockets of his wrinkled linen
See?
pants.
Magic.
Magic? It's just empty streets.
Exactly. No tourists, no noise, just the city breathing.
Okay. A stray cat slinks past a dumpster. Eyeing Julian with suspicion, he crouches down, making a clicking sound with his tongue. The cat flicks its tail and vanishes. You're terrible at this.
Mysterious. It's part of my charm.
Okay. I roll my eyes but don't stop him. The quiet is nice for a change. No crowds, no expectations, just the two of us and the slow creep of dawn.
Worth waking up for?
Maybe?
I will melt your cold heart one day.
Is that a promise? Julian buys 2 onigiri and a canned coffee, handing me one without asking. We eat in silence on the curb, watching the first wave of salarymen trudge toward the station.
Move. That's salaryman's tie. Is it clip on?
Most likely not. I will push you into traffic.
Kinky.
Oh. He likes being pushed into traffic.
So, what's the plan for today?
Sleep.
Boring.
Okay. Necessary. I sigh and then plan the itinerary. Meiji Shrine, where Julian tried to commune with nature by hugging a sacred tree until a priest side-eyed him. Harajuku's Takeshita Street, where he spent 5,000 yen on a crepe the size of his head and immediately dropped it. Wow. Okay. Akihabara, where he fangirled for 2 hours after seeing his favorite shoujo manga on a poster. He bought many volumes, then found out it was all in Japanese. And of course, the iconic Tokyo Tower, where he spent 20 minutes arguing with a vending machine that stole his money. It gave him the drink, he was just too distracted taking selfies. So did I at least reach into the vending machine and clarify that the machine did give him a drink? Through it all, I trailed behind like a long-suffering babysitter, wondering how one man could attract so much chaos without even trying. The streets are properly alive now, bustling with commuters and school kids. Julian walks a little too close, his elbow brushing mine whenever someone passes.
And melting. Like a sad, sexy popsicle.
Glad to hear it. You're damp like bread left out in a rainstorm.
Harsh, but poetic. You
Okay.
know, I could get used to this.
How are you gonna get used to it? To what?
Morning walks, empty streets. You?
Oh, thanks. I don't look at him, my face feels warm. You're leaving in 2 days.
Yeah.
Back in my apartment, Julian flops onto the floor like a starfish.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me too. You woke me up.
And it was worth it.
I kick his foot half-heartedly before collapsing onto my bed. Julian's breathing evens out almost instantly. Did he pay us for the trouble though? I close my eyes. The city hums outside. My eyes blink open to darkness. The digital clock on my bedside table reads 2:37 a.m. in harsh red numbers. Something feels off. I lie there for a moment, disoriented, before realizing what woke me. The oppressive, sticky warmth clinging to my skin. The AC must have shut off again. With a groan, I fumble for the lamp, my fingers brushing the switch. Light floods the room in a sudden, golden burst, and there he is. Yay. Julian, shirtless, sprawled across my floor like some kind of modern art installation. One arm is flung carelessly over his stomach, his fingers twitching slightly in deep sleep. The other is bent behind his head, biceps flexing enough to draw attention to the smooth lines of his shoulders. The thin blanket I'd given him has slipped dangerously low on his hips, revealing the sharp V of muscle leading beneath. I swallow hard. So I am gay. His chest rises and falls in a slow, steady rhythm, and for one insane second I consider just watching. Then, his eyelashes flutter. A sleepy, lopsided grin spread across his face before his eyes even fully open.
Is there a fire, or did you just miss me?
No. A beat. His gaze clears, sharpens in the low light. He doesn't move, doesn't cover himself, just watches me with that infuriating smile.
Are you sure? Because you're looking at me like I'm the last onigiri at the konbini.
That's because I'm gay. I just realized. I'm gay. The movement makes the blanket slip even lower. You're impossible.
And yet,
A pause. I can feel his grin widening.
here you are, staring.
Yes. I reach for the lamp again, my fingers brushing the switch.
I knew you thought I was pretty.
Yes. You are pretty. And I am gay. The light snaps off, darkness swallows us whole. And after that, you can hear a lot of clapping noises happening in the dark. Go back to sleep, Julian. Silence then.
Sweet dreams.
I don't answer. But long after his breathing evens out, I lie there, staring at the ceiling. Sunlight filters weakly through the curtains, painting the room in drowsy gold. The air is still thick with sleep, the kind of quiet that only exists in the stolen hours before the city fully awakes. And then I feel it. Wait. Warm. Solid. And definitely not part of my usual morning routine. I blink slowly, my brain still half drowned in sleep, and glance down. Julian's arm is slung over my waist, his fingers curl loosely into the fabric of my shirt. His face is buried against my shoulder, his breathing deep and even, lips slightly parted. His hair is a mess, fluffy and tangled. Sunlight catching the lighter strands like spun gold. Somehow in the night he migrated from the floor to my bed. And worse, I'd let him stay there. I should shove him off. I should. But his breathing is steady and his body is relaxed in a way I've barely seen since he got here. No frantic energy, no stupid jokes, just peace. 5 more minutes won't kill me. I close my eyes again. I can't take this anymore. There's only one option, really. The second I shift, Julian tightens his grip, pulling me closer with a sleepy, protesting noise.
2 in a day. Today's free day.
You're on me.
I'm not on you, I'm with you. Big difference.
Nice. His voice is rough with sleep, his words slurred and heavy. He nuzzles into my shoulder like a cat seeking warmth, his breath tickling my collarbone. I should absolutely push him away. I don't. You're ridiculous, say nothing, get off. I elbow him lightly in the ribs.
Oof.
Julian groans dramatically, rolling off me with all the grace of a toppled laundry pile.
So cruel.
The floor misses you. He lifts his head just enough to glare, his hair sticking up in every
The
direction.
floor is a monster.
Oh, so you're scared of the floor. Go take a shower.
Hmm?
I need to take my golden retriever out on a walk. And we have a dog. We actually have a dog. There's no mention of that.
Golden retriever?
The sun hangs lazily in the sky, casting the city in a golden haze. Julian walks beside me, his elbow brushing mine every few steps, like he can't quite help it. He's quieter than usual, not in a bad way, but in the way of someone content just to exist next to you. Where do you want to go?
Everywhere and nowhere.
I'm afraid I can't fulfill that. Then he stops dead in his tracks. Before I can ask why, he's grabbing my wrist and pulling me towards a tiny hole in the wall shrine tucked between 2 buildings. It's the kind of place most people will walk past without noticing. Just a weathered torii gate and a single stone fox statue, its paint chipped with age. What are we doing? Julian digs in his pocket and pulls out a 5 yen coin.
Making a wish.
Okay, let's wish then. He drops the coin into the offering box with a soft clink, claps his hand twice and bows his head. His lips move silently. When he straightens, he's grinning. What do you wish for? He gasps as if he's been scandalized.
You can't ask that. It won't come true.
Okay, fine. Let's keep walking then. You don't actually believe that.
I might. And now I'm double wishing you don't ruin it.
Okay, never mind then. I roll my eyes but step forward anyway, fishing out my own coin. The ritual feels silly, but Julian watches me with this unbearably fond look, like he's memorizing the way my hands move. Get a new rice cooker, what? What the hell is this option? I'm curious, what is this? When I finish, he leans in.
Did you wish for me?
I wished for you to shut up. He laughs, bright and unguarded, and the sound lingers in the air between us like sunlight. We walk all the way to the shopping district since the streets didn't have much else to offer us. We end up in a cramped bookstore, the kind with shelves so close together you have to turn sideways to slip through. Julian immediately beelines for the photography section, running his fingers over the spines like they're old friends. I find him later crouched in a corner, flipping through a book of black and white street photography. His expression is softer than I've seen it. No jokes, no performance, just quiet. You're staring. He doesn't look up.
This photographer, he captures these tiny, perfect moments. Look, a kid laughing with ice cream dripping down their hand, or an old couple sharing an umbrella. The kind of stuff that people forget to notice.
Okay. He turns the page and his voice drops almost to himself.
I want to remember everything about this trip.
I want to remember everything about this trip. The air between us shifts. Even the part where he got scammed by a parking lot luxury suite. The moment breaks. Julian snaps the book shut and stands, shoving it into my chest.
Especially that part. Here, buy this for me.
Me? Buy for you? No, you pay. What happened to your emergency suitcase full of money? He grins.
Emergency. It's not an emergency if an amazing person is treating me.
Hey, I didn't promise to treat you. I reluctantly pay and watch as the cashier wraps up his book. I'm unemployed, you know. When are you planning to pay me to be your tour guide again?
I'll pay you with a hug.
Wait, what? You pay me with a hug? That emergency suitcase is not filled with money. Guarantee you that. Filled with nothing. Nothing but crap. He grabs his book and runs towards me. I run away.
Stop! Stop! I give up. You're too fast.
Okay.
Truce. Please. No hug.
Money! He falls onto the train station's chair and wipes his sweat dramatically, gasping for air like a fish out of the sea. You need exercise. What if I want a hug? What if I want a hug? He glares at me.
That same person runs all the way to the train station.
Yeah. Actually, why are we running to the train station? We're supposed to be his tour guide and get paid. Julian, it's barely 50 steps.
I am a malnourished young master.
Well, back in the apartment, your body looks jacked. How the hell are you malnourished? The platform is nearly empty, just the distant echo of an announcement and the hum of tracks. We call for a truce and end up sitting on a bench, sharing a bag of melon bread that's slightly too stale. Julian leans back, stretching his arms along the bench with behind me, not quite touching but close enough that I can feel the warmth of him.
You never told me your wish.
It's a secret. You said it wouldn't come
I
true.
lied. I'm a terrible person.
Okay. Still not telling you. The overhead lights flicker, casting his face in cold gold and shadow. He's looking at me like I'm the only thing worth seeing in this whole damn city. I wished. Julian waits patient, his knee pressing against mine. For better melon bread next time. He laughs, but it's softer now, tinged with something like understanding. The train rushes past, a blur of light and noise, and for a second I think he might kiss me. He doesn't. But his pinky brushes mine just once, and it feels like a promise.
Game. That konbini. What's the most chaotic combo of items I can buy for under 1,000 yen?
You're changing the subject.
You're avoiding the game.
New game. Who can pay the tour guide first? And the most money. I roll my eyes but play along. Find a single banana, a pack of glow sticks, and a fishing magazine. Julian gasped, clutching his chest.
Be right back.
Be right back. He comes back with a single banana, a pack of glow sticks, and a fishing magazine. We go back home. It took him that fast to rush to a store nearby to get all 3 items. Okay. Julian's back on the floor tonight, but he's pushed his makeshift bed so close to mine that our hands could touch if either of us reached out.
It's my favorite day.
Thanks. We didn't even do anything.
Exactly.
Silence then.
Suddenly, every single day with you has been in my favorite days on Earth list. I'm 25.
Every single day with me has been favorite days? Okay. He pulls out his phone.
25 times 365 is 9,125. You should be honored.
No, I'm not. Because you haven't paid me to be your tour guide. Wow, could you give me a specific
Clap
ranking?
your hands for Julian's favorite days in the world. My favorite would be the day you and I met. My second would be today, and my third would be yesterday.
Okay, he pauses.
My fourth favorite is the day my dad allowed me to play with the other kids.
I want to hear all about that.
Oh, it took a lot of convincing. And tears. It was for only one day, but I was so happy playing football with them.
He trails off. Julian, when are you leaving? His voice is soft, raw, nothing like the boy who complained every stop on the trip or argued with vending machines.
You want me to leave that bad?
Yes, and on top of that, pay me for being your tour guide. It was a hearty attempt at a joke. Julian exhales through his nose, a half laugh.
Train's at 7:30 tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye. Nice meeting you, Julian. The numbers hang between us, 7:30, a countdown in cold digital
I
precision.
never mentioned it because I didn't know how to bring it up.
Sure. If I said it out loud, it'd be real. Oh wait, that's Julian talking. What the hell? Why did I say it? I'll miss you, or you still have lots to photograph. I'll miss you.
Shit.
And when I say that, I mean the money. I'll miss the money that you're gonna pay me. He moves closer suddenly and pulls me into a hug. His arms are tight around me, his face buried in my shoulder. He smells like cheap shampoo and the cinnamon gum he's always
I'm
chewing.
Coming back.
Liar.
Next time, I'm taking you to France. We'll eat so many croissants, you'll hate me.
I already hate you.
Liar.
I look to the side and Julian is already asleep. I close my eyes. Bang, bang, bang. My door rattles. Light spills through the curtains, slicing the shadows across my wall into gold-tinted lines. My blankets twisted around me like a python, clinging to the last fragments of sleep.
Arise, my tragically under-caffeinated roommate. I come bearing edible bears.
What does that mean? I groan and drag myself out of bed. When I open the door, there he is, beaming like a sunrise in sneakers and offering up a ridiculous bento box. It's shaped like a bear's face.
I fought a 7-year-old for this. She was fierce, but I prevailed.
What, you stole the lunch box? Japan has a 99% conviction rate, Julian, so I hope you like prison showers, boy. Just saying. Did you really fight a child?
That one in each hand. It was hoarding.
I take the box, it's warm. He smells like pastry and early morning wind, and thankfully he's wearing a shirt. You're dangerously chipper for someone who was dying 12 hours ago.
I slept on luxury flooring. I am reborn.
Okay. You're back together. How cute. We're just here for breakfast.
And spiritual healing.
That'll cost extra. June glances between us like he's trying to solve puzzle with pieces that absolutely don't belong together. You know, I thought you'd leave by
Miss
now.
the bear-themed culinary experience? Perish the thought.
June rolls his eyes and disappears into the back with a muttered, hopeless. The table is slightly sticky and the light filtering through the windows is warm and familiar. Julian carefully peels open the
I
bento.
googled this place before I came to Japan. 5 stars. Cuter than it has any right to be. That's a quote.
How much of your trip has been decided by
You
cuteness?
say that like it's not a perfectly valid metric.
I steal a rice ball from his tray. This is revenge for day 2, 2:37 a.m.
Welcome.
Thanks. His eyes crinkle at the corners as he smiles, soft and slow. For a second, it's easy to forget the clock ticking down on his time here. Easy to fall into this, coffee and chaos and conversations that stretch like sunlight across the floor. Then, the bell above the door jingles again. A tall man in a sharp black suit enters, scanning the cafe with military precision. His gaze lands on Julian. He heads towards us like a storm in polished shoes. Julian freezes, smile gone. Is that your daddy? Gone. Mr. Beaumont, you were instructed to report in this morning. Julian doesn't look at
I
him.
was busy.
I was busy. Your father is waiting. The tension cuts through the air like a wire. Julian's jaw tightens. His fingers curl around his chopsticks with too much pressure.
I'll come when I'm ready.
Now, sir. For the first time, Julian looks small, like the version of him that jokes and plays and flirts is something paper thin, carefully folded and now unraveling. He glances at me, just a flicker. Then he stands.
Yes, breakfast is over.
Can you pay me? Do I get my paycheck for being your tour guide now? We'll be in the car. He leaves without another word. The bell jingles again. Final distant. Great. And he didn't even pay us. Julian doesn't move for a moment. Then he sighs.
Sorry, that was dramatic.
Nice. Are you okay? He looks at me. Really looks.
Depends. Do I look like someone who's about to be emotionally throttled by capitalism and family expectations?
Okay. A little. He smiles again, but it's cracked porcelain.
Then yeah. I'm great.
Okay. Go on then. The cafe is closed, lights dim, chairs upturned, the air smells like cinnamon and dish soap. I sit in my usual spot, alone. Well, not completely alone. Across from me sits Comfort Kuma, the mascot suit upright up empty, smiling. I set down a little tray, tea and a cupcake. Here you go, just how you like it. Silence, just the hum of the fridge in the background. I smile gently. Everyone left, you know. I laugh. It doesn't quite reach my eyes. But you're still here. You never leave, never judge, never lie. I reach over and pat the bear's fuzzy hand. You always listen. Outside, the city pulses on. Neon lights flickering, car horns echoing in the distance. But in here, it's just us and the suit. A pause, then I gently slip the Comfort Kuma head off the chair and places it in my lap. I stare at it, eyes glassy. I'm gonna take real good care of you from now on. Only the faint sound of a zipper being pulled up could be heard. The end. Thanks for playing. Yay. Well, that's the game. Heartstop Tour. It's unfinished, so I'm not sure how much. Wait, let me see if I can load. Okay, I regret not saving it at the end. You know, right? The choice option there. Whatever. That's the game. Heartstop Tour. A game about spending time with beautiful males. Beautiful men, it seems. Okay. Right, my throat's getting sore from all the reading, so I must stop here. We'll continue this by tomorrow. Until then, Like, share, and subscribe to see more of this crap. To see more of Julian. And hopefully in the next part we get our paycheck for being his tour guide.